Hi, y'all. I'm Angela. We're going to play Assassin's Creed 3. That's right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a minute, just because it has been a rough day, to do some easy stuff. Low-hanging fruit, I believe, is what they call it. That's what we're going to do. So, tomorrow, and I'm so sorry you're not going to be there, but we will miss you. We are playing retro games, and unfortunately I was not able to get all the games, acquire all the games. Technology failed us, long story. So not collecting feathers, because they're a little higher up the tree than low-hanging fruit. I am going to go collect some feathers real quick, because it's at least going to be easier than, like, getting in a fight. I have a feeling if I start out with a fight right now, it's not going to go well for me. Although, at this rate, I just tried, like, running up the side of a wall, and it didn't work. So, we're gonna see what... Take 2. Up the cliff we go. There we go. We can do this. See? Connor is reasonably good at things. I'm in the wrong place entirely, but... Oh, there we go. No, I did get one. Sweet. Okay. So... The plan for tomorrow is we've got a selection of, like, 11 games or so. For the original NES, which we will have the opportunity to play. We are not going to play all of them. Basically what we are going to do is I'll start the stream early, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes early. And I will use my just chatting screen. And we will have a quick talk about the poll, and we will put out a poll at that point where you can vote for which game you want us to play next. And we will play each game for about a half hour, and then move on to a new game, and every time we start a new game, we will create a new poll that allows you to vote on what happens after that, if that makes sense. So again, I'm sorry we won't have the collection. We were supposed to have, like, access to 40 different games or something like that. Instead, it will be about 11. And over the course of 4 hours, that means, like, 8 games. So, but it'll still be super fun, and I look forward to seeing you all there. You love that? You love which the plan for voting on retro games? Because I'm a big fan, and for the record, this will not be the last time we do this. That's the plan is for us to, once in a while, special occasions, having fun, do a slightly longer, more retro stream, and just have fun. And play some games that we are not, like, emotionally invested in. Like, I feel frustrated by myself when I'm not doing well here. But, like, if I'm not doing well in Super Mario 3, it's because that game is freaking hard. and I don't expect that from myself, to be able to do that well. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're getting back to it. True that, yeah. Yeah, all of those... One of the things that I kind of hate about new games, modern games, is sometimes... I feel like a lot of modern games are very story-driven, which is good, and I love that. I prefer games that are story-driven. But then sometimes they have a moment where I feel like someone thought, you know what, this game is too easy right now. Let's have a mission that's just impossible. And that's always frustrating. But I feel like for many, many years, the thing that made games, like certain games, is that they were stupid hard. So I can't judge myself. Battletoads? Oh, I'm not familiar with Battletoads. Oh, my wife's just looking at me like... Battletoads?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that
Some
retro?
old school goodness.
Old school goodness? Uh-oh. I don't think we have Battletoads, unfortunately.
I feel like there
Or
was
possibly
maybe a
fortunate.
cartoon.
Okay.
It's very like it's with Thundercats in my head.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Like they're living next to each other in my brain, which doesn't really mean anything. Let's be honest.
Okay. What is that? One of the hardest freaking games. Yeah, there were some of these games that were just darn near impossible. There was a So I don't generally like driving games. I don't like racing games. Is what it comes down to. But there are some like driving based games that I really like. Notably, I played Driver SF, which I had a lot of fun with. And I actually have it on my computer, but I can't stream it because my computer's not strong enough to handle streaming and playing a game at the same time. But there was one driver from the like 90s, I think. It was for probably the PlayStation 2. And I could not get past the tutorial. And I feel like that's never a good sign. Like, I never actually got to the point where I was doing any missions of any kind because I couldn't finish the tutorial, and I was like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Connor, let's just... Okay. Taxi was good. Taxi was super good. My favorite, actually, was... I don't remember if it was officially part of the Taxi franchise, but there we go. Go that way, Connor. They had the Simpsons Taxi, and it was basically the same game, but all based in the Simpsons, and it was hilarious. So you could get like the car that Homer designed in that game and drive it around Springfield and, you know, pick up Mr. Burns and take him to the nuclear power plant or whatever. And I did. I really liked that game. I had a whole lot of fun with that. Another one I actually really loved. It's slightly more... It's much more racy. Racy's not the right word. It's much more like car racing style. Oh, you never heard of Simpsons Taxi? That was my jam. That was what I played growing up because my family was weird. So I just had so much fun with it. It was just ridiculous, I think, is part of it. Like, you can't take it too seriously, and that was part of its beauty. But another one that I really liked was Burnout Paradise. So, oh, why do you hate me? Don't attack me. There we go. Burnout Paradise was a racing type game that was set in Paradise City. So the theme song was "Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home?" Anyway, so it's basically on this like coastal city, and there was an island a little ways away that you could drive to. It was the downloadable content. But what I loved about it is that it was not your standard racing game. There were frequently races, but you could win either... Oh goodness, that one's far. Alright, we're going to have to take a second to figure out how I'm going to get there. I think I see a way up. Okay. There were races, and you could win in a few different ways. You could choose to drive the fastest and get there first. Or, if you were like me, you would get a more kind of all-around vehicle. So to drive fast, it accelerated, it brake, it would do all the things you needed to, but it was also reasonably strong. And you would force the other cars off the road, which were all AI. I don't think there was any multiplayer component. But if you wrecked your opponents enough, then they would be out of the race. And I was never really that good at racing and coming in first, but I could generally get up close to another car. And so I played that one a lot. One of the only... Oh, okay. Oh, come back. Oh, okay. I'm about to get attacked again. Here we go. Alright. Continue on our way. close to that guy as well. Now that my headset's actually working, it's super loud. Here we go. Yeah, those were all the driving games I remember playing. I think it's hilarious how to me driving is so much more fun in video games than it is in like real life or like go-karts and mini-karts. Ooh. That is hilarious. I was going to go look for the feather, but I think I found that precursor site that Desmond is looking for. Well, this is going to be an important area later in the game, I imagine. There we go. Okay. Maybe I'll find my way around this way. But yeah, I think it's funny that, like, for some reason driving always seems more fun if you're not actually driving a car. Like, being able to drive is great. Having that freedom is great. It sucks when your car breaks down. But, oh. Well, this is an odd place. That's weird. No real consequences in video games for bumper cars. That's fair. I didn't think of it that way, but that is absolutely correct. Yeah, fewer things that can really, truly go wrong. Alright, we're going to warm up with some non-story missions before we get in anything serious. Yeah, absolutely. One of the funny things about working on an ambulance is, like, people think that, oh, it's super fun. You get to drive with the lights and the siren and all that stuff. And technically, that's all true. You do get to do some weird driving and drive with your lights and your siren, and but you're actually, for one thing, there are a lot more rules about it than you might think. So, like, we actually weren't allowed to break the speed limit. Whether or not people did was a separate issue, but also, come on, there we go, good pup. But also, driving an ambulance in traffic is absolutely miserable. They don't handle well. They're uncomfortable. And people do a horrible job of pulling over for them. And so, like, it seems like it would be cool. It's not quite as cool as one might hope. Oh. Boom. There we go.
Go home.
You're a great man.
Thank you. I also always really liked golf carts. I don't think I've ever actually driven a golf cart, but the idea always seemed really fun. Here we go. Well, that was two missions completed, pretty nice and easy. Oop, puppy. Good pup. There we go.
Hey, close heed to the
Oh, sorry, I meant to bribe him. There we go. Thank you, friend. Tell everyone what a good person I am. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. There's some kind of mission. Talk to me, Daniel Boone. UFO? Uh-oh. Somehow I don't believe you, but okay.
The first time I saw the light was back in Boston. I was trading my biggest take of the season when the fire rose behind Beacon Hill. Went straight up in the night sky, past the moon. Then it was gone. I wasn't alone. Those next to me had their heads cocked, saying, craned as far back as it could go, mouths agape. Couldn't tell you what it was, but I can tell you it wasn't of this earth.
Somehow I doubt that Daniel Boone saw a UFO in Boston, but we'll go check it out. Ooh, and we will chase down this this dude carrying the money.
Stay back.
Come on, friend. There we go. Guess I shouldn't call him friend. I am trying to tackle him.
I have to interrupt the men camp for a second.
Worries. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. There we go. Shout out, by the way, to 420 Honeybee and Catfish. Thank you for choosing our clothes for this stream. Our new set of clothes. I did get notifications when I started the game today. The first time, not the second time when it got all confused. But letting me know that I apparently now have access to a bunch of stuff I didn't have access to before. You are basically a fashionista. Fact. Truth. I don't know why I do such a better job shopping for clothes in video games than I do in real life. In real life, I'm like, you know what? I could get a blue shirt, perhaps a blue T-shirt of some kind. Oh, look at it! It's so. Oh my God, that's right. That episode of Parks and Rec. Look at it! It's so blue. Oh God, did I fail? I failed. These guys just came up and shot people. Perfect. Well, no sense in stopping now. Oh. It doesn't, oh, darn it. These guys. Here we go. It doesn't work to say truth and then laugh at the same time? Is that what you're saying? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. There we go. Look, I love that. I bribed this guy, and then boom. Don't have to worry. All right. Thank you, Bosun. Oop, there we go. Thank you, Bosun, for our question of the day. Today's question of the day is, what is the fastest you have ever binged a season of a TV show? How quick was it? What show was it? I'm curious to know. For me, I have a very clear answer. I don't remember ever binging a show faster than this. In 3 days, we watched the first season. Was it just the first season, or was it the first two? The first season, because the second one was coming out like the next week or something. Okay. In 3 days, me and my family watched the first season of Stranger Things.
Help me! I didn't sign up for nothing.
There we go. Done. That was easy.
Appreciate it, friend. But I'm sure they'll be back.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. So I went with my family to Oh, there we go. And now we're right by Beacon Hill and can continue that mission. I went with my family to my sister's wedding in just outside Washington, D.C. So we were staying at an Airbnb in D.C. And my wife and I had never seen Stranger Things, but we kept hearing, you have to see Stranger Things, you have to see Stranger Things. And we were like, okay, I guess we'll see Stranger Things. And we got hooked. And so we spent a good portion of those 3 days just watching Stranger Things at the Airbnb. Like, there was a Whole Foods across the street, and we would go there and get, like, chocolate-covered almonds and wine and cheese, and then go back to the Airbnb and watch Stranger Things for a few hours.
That's pretty much the best.
It was a great trip. It was fantastic. Oh. Oh, I see. Up there. Alright. I feel like I'm getting better at remembering how to read this terrain in this game, if that makes sense. It's taking less time between when I see where I need to go and where I, like, figure out how to get there, if that makes sense. There we go. Alright, where to next? I'm gonna hit that one. Come on. Can I go this way? Okay, well, I can't seem to find the way. Oh, down. Okay. Oh my goodness. During your last concussion, you watched all 8 seasons of Monk in a week? I tell you what, I guess during a concussion is the time to do it, right? Good heavens. So that's, how many seasons were there? I feel like there were 8 seasons, but I could be wrong. I love it. You started watching Queer Eye and stopped when the season was over less than 1 day. I know. It makes me so sad those seasons are so short. I love them so much, but they are so short. I think we just kind of started rewatching Queer Eye from the beginning. Because I've been trying to make time for to process all of these things, and so sometimes when I'm like, I really just need to cry, I just go and watch Queer Eye, and then that helps, because then I'm crying and feeling things, and it's good. It's so beautiful. All right, 8 seasons of Monk. So I never finished Monk. Is it worth the end? Like, is the end worth it? Because I remember I was big into it for a while, but I only watched through, like, season 6 or something. When it came out was when I was living on the mountain, and I didn't have TV, and so we had to rely on my babysitter to bring the...
These recruiters are relentless.
Ow, dude. So we had to rely on my babysitter, and then sometimes, at a certain point, when we weren't being babysat anymore, I wasn't able to finish. So I'm wondering if Monk is good.
Shove off.
There we go. You know, Queer Eye is absolutely worth it. I am a little bit curious because I never saw the original one.
You are free of this.
But I've also been told that, like, some of the things that I love most about the current series. Did those kids? It looked like those kids just pushed that of that Herald. Over. Alright. But apparently some of the things that I love about the current iteration of Queer Eye are not there in the original. You're pretty sure Monk is good, and like 90% sure it ends with a happy ending. Well, that's nice. I could see it ending with a sad ending, and that would be a little tough. Ooh, cows. Ooh, pet the cow. Oh, good cow. There we go. Okay, so since we have a number of Queer Eye fans in chat right now, I want to know which of the Fab Five would you be most excited to meet? Which is, to be clear, it's different from who is your favorite. Because I can't pick a favorite because I love them all equally. I always think I have a favorite for a minute, and then someone else does something to outdo the other one, and then I don't have a favorite anymore. But we were actually just talking about this. Was it like last night? Mm-hmm. Last night. Who would you be most excited to meet? Puppy. It's okay. It's okay. I know you're scared. There we go. Good pup. Alright, we're gonna start this mission.
Don't mean to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice what you've done. Real good of you.
What is happening here?
Regulars have taken to conscribing the young ones around here. It's not right. I was thinking that maybe we could do some good together, if you had the time.
What would you have me do?
More of the same, actually. I got a plan cooking, but the folks need to know they've got someone to turn to. Find me when you're done. You're doing it. The recruiters are scared to go out collecting. We're almost ready to make our move.
Okay, so I see Tan and Karamo. Alright, Tan is a hottie. Well done, well done. So, to me, I would be very looking forward to meet all of them. Alright, we're going to kind of continue down the path we're going down right now for a minute. I'd be really happy to meet all of them. I think I would be most specifically excited to meet Jonathan, just because whatever energy you give toward Jonathan, Jonathan is going to give back, if that makes sense. So, like, Jonathan is excited to meet you, you know? And very vocal about it. And I think that would make me excited. But, like, I feel like having a conversation with Karamo, I would be, like, most fulfilled, if that makes sense. Oh, come on. Easiest assassination contract ever. There we go. I do sometimes have to think, like, what would Anthony say if he came into our kitchen? On some level, I think he would be really happy and proud, and on some level, I think he would be really horrified.
Stop! Stop! Help me! I didn't sign up for nothing!
There we go. Alright. You gotta say Anthony. Alright, why Anthony? Explain me. Alright, we've got one vote for Tan, because Tan is hot. One vote for Karamo. Why Karamo? I mean, I think I understand why, most likely, but I would love to hear you talk about it, or read you talk about it. And why Anthony?
Appreciate it, friend. I'm sure it's bad.
Meanwhile, I will run away from these guys. Talk to my district contact. I have a district contact? Way out over there. Alright, we're gonna head back here. You'd be so excited to cook with him. I would too. Well, that's part of why I think... But you'd lose your shit if you met any of them. Fair. Oh, absolutely. I think they're all spectacular. Karamo's just a kind soul, and you'd love to be around people like that. I agree 1000%. You can, like... You can hear the, like, softness of his heart, if that makes sense. Well, and you know, one of the things that I actually really appreciate about all of them, but Karamo specifically, is Karamo's not going to let you get away with anything. Like, he's gonna challenge you a bit, in some way, no matter how that is. And you're going to be a better person for it, and so is Karamo, I feel like. I feel like Karamo absorbs, like, goodness from every interaction he has, if that makes sense. Okay, thanks. Lately, everything I've been watching has been, it's been Queer Eye or Mr. Rogers. I'm a little worried that Tan would be really disappointed in my wardrobe. I feel like I've got some good clothes, I just don't wear them all the time. And right now, anything is fair game because here we are. So, there you go. Oh, there we go. Stéphane Chapeau.
Connor, do you have time to sit?
I do.
Good. I have been meaning to ask you. How did you come to Isis?
I did not ask for it, but I feel it was meant to happen. I was just a boy when I met Achilles. He made me a warrior.
Is that easy? I miss the kitchen, if you can believe it. I had more control in that world than I ever will in the one we had. But more people get to taste the fruit of my labor in this line of work, and for that, I am satisfied.
We may change things yet, if we press on.
Frenchmen from the north never grow weary. Just ask the women.
Oh, goodness. There we go. I thought there was going to be a mission there, but apparently not. You think Tan would be upset at your wardrobe too, but that's why you need to meet. I mean, that's fair. It's both things, I think, right? Like, I need you to teach me, and I'm going to be ashamed at the same time. Alright, there we go. Now it looks like a mission popped up. That's weird. I also know... Oh. Turkey, but I can't pet the turkey. That's too bad. I also know Jonathan would have a lot to say about my hair and my beard, but there we go. Okay, here's a mission. That's what I'm looking for. But it would be important to meet him for that reason.
To the regulars, the most feared, respected, and revered fighting force on God's green earth. Some of you are here by choice, others not. Regardless of the circumstances of your joining us, you are all brothers now. And the only way you have a chance of surviving is if you trust your brothers. One weak link can kill a whole squad on the field. I want you to think about that long and hard.
That's one of them that's responsible for this, rounding up the young ones and shipping them off. We need to put an end to it.
What is your plan?
Kill him, then the rest, and set all them boys free?
Good plan,
It's a
dude.
good plan, but it lacks detail. How is your aim with that rifle?
Can pop a muskrat's head from a quarter mile 9 times out of 10. And a 10's a misfire.
That should do. Cover me from up there.
That was totally. I used to fire at womp rats
Oh,
back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that was.
my wife is saying that kid was totally just, what was it?
Luke.
I used to bullseye T6 womp rats in my
Whatever.
my
yeah.
T16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
A lot of you will be.
It was totally that. Sorry.
There we go. No worries. Get back here, friend. There we go. That was easy.
We assassins strive for peace and freedom, and the Templars, they want only to control.
Well, I'm for freedom, I know that much. If your order needs a good rifle, sign me up.
Sweet. Oops. What did that just say? Select the marksman ability from the assassin. Press LB to have your assassin. Oh! Whoops. Alright, learning all sorts of new stuff about this game. Riot, marksman. Okay. Yeah, I need to increase the size of my assassin order right now. I see, so that just marks my contact. Alright. Yeah, we're going to finish up a few more of these. Shouldn't take too long. I think we'll just sweep through there, and then we will go and do a main story mission after that. Sound good? Let's make it happen. Start up there. Yeah, I saw on I think Twitter the other day someone that one of the episodes of Queer Eye in the newest season, Bobby talks about some like, is that a wallpaper design that he made or something? With the eye, the gold eye on the blue. Is it wallpaper that Bobby designed?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember seeing just like earlier today or something, maybe last night, someone on Twitter got a bunch of it, like, did a project and then showed it off on Twitter to Bobby. And I thought that was super cool.
Bobby's the most underrated
Bobby is pretty underrated.
of the top 5.
Yeah.
It took a second to come out of the show.
Yeah. Ooh, get back here. There we go. Ooh, I don't like you. No, 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 no. Ow. I made them pay. Darn it. Accept my money. Take my money. And tell everyone how good I am. There we go. Well done, sir. So does anyone have a favorite episode of Queer Eye? That's a tough one. I shouldn't have asked that. I don't have an answer for that. How can you choose one?
Not one to tolerate this abuse.
I don't know. Oh. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, y'all. Our puppy's dreaming. She's dreaming. Hold on. We're gonna watch real quick. Because sometimes she like runs in her sleep. Okay, I don't think I can see her twitch. That's too bad. She's so cute when she runs in her sleep. All right, what do we say? The Gay Priest episode was pretty good. Yes, I love that one as well. I also loved that he like challenged Bobby a bit in a really good way. Like he got Bobby back in a church. That was impressive. Because I remember there was another episode. There were a couple episodes, but there was another one where church featured really prominently, and Bobby didn't even go inside. There we go. But that one, and I don't know what the word for it is. My wife knows. This thing that
it is. I can't get past all. It is. It's something like that. I'll look it up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to distract you.
No,
My wife's trying to work,
okay.
and I'm like, tell me about the thing that the priest wears around their neck. But I loved that tradition where they passed that down.
You want to catch him? You want to catch him? Leap off him!
Oh wait, get back! Oh, that's why. So I let this guy go last time, and that's why I didn't finish the mission. Get back here, friend. Ow. There we go.
Thank you, mister. Just kind of getting used to being on this great set, you know?
Nice. We're just getting it done today. That's what we're doing. It's funny because the whole new season is in my brain most prominently in some ways because I've seen it most recently, but also I don't remember all the details quite as well because I've only seen it once as opposed to all the other seasons, which I've seen at least twice, probably more in some cases.
Come on! Ha! I'll give you a real talk. You had like a dandy. Keep talking and see where it gets you. You! Oh!
I believe it is a stole.
A stole, that sounds right. Ow.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Nice. Oh, that was really nice. Oh, come on. I like at a certain point when they turn and just run away. Make my job easier. Oh. Ow. Oh god, this is, sometimes I'm quite suddenly surprised in this game when I die. Taken off guard. There we go. Alright. Thank goodness. we're just gonna head here and move straight on down that line, and then we will be done with this kind of running around stuff, and we'll do an actual story mission, which will be fun. I meant to look up how to do the like whole trading mechanic in this game. I meant to go watch a tutorial of it online because I still don't quite understand how it works. But that did not happen.
Give me all your coin. You know how this you want to catch a beating. You won't catch it. Leave off him.
Oh, get back here. No. No. Don't let him go. Excuse me. There we go. Where did he... He just ran around a corner. Oh, and got on a horse. I see. And then rode down a street with a dead end. Oh, and disappeared into a wall. Anyone else see that? He literally rode down here and disappeared. That does not seem fair. Alright. Looks like he respawned.
Empty that purse. God forsaken dogs. Give me all your coin. You this you want to catch a beating. You won't catch him.
There we go.
Good you did. Very grateful. These thugs think they own the neighborhood.
Alright, time to run away. Ow. Alright, if you don't want me to run away, I won't run away. There we go. Nice.
Empty that purse. God forsaken piss off. You want to catch a beating. You won't catch him.
Once again, already done. That's why I thought I'd just do all these one right after another for a second. Because as long as they go the way I want them to, it doesn't take long. Alright. And with that... we might come back to those later, but for now, we are going to go do an actual, real-life story mission at the Davenport Homestead. There we go. Oh, snap. Alright, yeah. So we'll go do that main mission, and then we're going to come back. We actually have a lot to do in this area. Look at this. Homestead missions. 1, 2, 3. Those are going to bring us in a lot of money, so I'm excited to get those done. I just noticed that while we were at the homestead, Rodwin Gaden here does not put his hood up. Interesting little detail. There we go. What up, Achilles?
It is done.
Johnson is dead?
No. He retreated when we destroyed the team.
Only to hatch some new scheme, I'm sure. You should have killed him.
Yep, probably.
There was no need.
Time will tell if you speak the truth.
Six
months later. Uh-oh.
Why are you here? Has something happened?
William Johnson has returned with all the money required to buy our land. He meets with the elders as we speak.
I have begged him to resist, but I fear he shall have his way, unless you intervene.
How is this possible? We destroyed the tea.
The Templars are nothing if not resourceful. You should have heeded my warning.
Please,
Yep.
you have to stop him.
Of course. Can you tell me where they're meeting?
All right, let's get to it. Oh, was that the end of that mission? Yeah, it looks like we're headed back to the frontier. All right, before we do that, I want to check one thing real quick, because when I logged in earlier, it said I had access to a bunch of new stuff in the homestead. So let's do a quick. Oops. Quick check through here. It's a sweet writing desk. It doesn't look anything like a raven.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha. Ooh, maybe it's downstairs. That's a good point. There we go. I believe I have access to a couple new weapons and possibly some new clothes, which would be awesome. But also perhaps not. Oh. There we go. Okay. Alright, the only other thing I can think is they said something about completing sequence 6, I think, and we are... not yet done with sequence 6, so those will probably pop up after I finish up sequence 6. Alright, let's recruit some more people for the homestead, and then do the next story mission, which hopefully will be a mission. Ideally with some story. Alright, here we go, out there. Dropping by to say hi. Hello! How are you doing? I hope you are well. I hope you are well. I don't know who Will is. I don't really know any Wills. If you have enough time, our question of the day is, what is the fastest you've ever binged a TV show? A season of a TV show? My answer was Stranger Things, the first season, which we watched in, I think, 3 days. But if you do not have time, that's okay too.
Went out to gather some things this morning and never returned. I'm worried sick. What if she's hurt?
I will find her.
The dog might help track her down. He has a good nose. Come on, boy!
Oh, good pup. About my new partner.
Gathering evening primrose almost every night.
Is it a dog?
She is obsessed with the oil it yields. It's all going to stop now. Don't understand why she wants so damn much of the stuff.
Alright, track Prudence.
Connor, anything yet? Pick some here. She can't be far. We should split up to cover more ground.
So I remember watching this TV show on Netflix once, many years ago. This mission is reminding me of it. Oh, you are sticking. You are what? Sorry. I have a bad delay in my stream that I'm trying to figure out how to fix, but it means that sometimes I don't entirely know what we're talking about. So I apologize for that. Really looking forward to the holiday weekend. I am too. Yeah, so does anyone have any plans? I heard, oh, there we go. There's the next clue. I heard, getting ready for a big family gathering. Our plan, of course, is streaming our retro games for 4 hours. Uh-oh, defend Prudence from the bear. There we go. Oh, all right.
I don't want to think what might have happened if you had not arrived. I saw some primrose growing there, but the bear just came charging at me.
Why are you gathering primrose?
Well, Warden and I have been trying to conceive a child for a long time now. I read that evening primrose encourages fertility.
Prudence! Are you alright, my love?
I'll be fine. Thanks to Connor.
Thank you, Connor. Once again.
Alright, which way's home? There we go. Same thing we do every night, not much to do with shelter in place still active. I hear that. Yeah, I mean, we try to find some special way to mark certain occasions, even while, I mean, y'all saw the video of Disneyland. That was pretty spectacular. It is tough when you can't tell if it's been 1 day or 20. There we go. That's what I was going for. Yeah, so our big thing tomorrow is just playing retro games. Playing retro games, which I think will be super, super fun. I'm looking forward to it in a big way. Alright, so I have to climb up a cliff here. Or I could follow the path. There we go. Nope. Alright, okay. Sometimes the game is not... Oh! Ah, no. There we go. Come on, friend. Poor thing. I can still hear another wolf somewhere around me. Let's not pretend I'm not about to get attacked again. There we go. Alright, it's fine. I have enough wolf pelts. I don't need more. Let's just leave. There we are. Yeah, so that last mission reminded me, I was watching a TV show on Netflix a while ago, and I believe it was called Special Ops or something like that. But they had a dude who was in the military and was special ops and all this stuff, and so they were doing like simulated training exercises. But the thing that I remember about this particular episode was one of the guys he was fighting against was actually Native American, I think Navajo, and came from a long line of Navajo trackers. And so they basically would just have these cameras following these people as they went about going through some sort of made-up scenario. But watching this dude work was incredible because he would legit, like, go over and, like, look at a patch of grass and be like, all right, he laid down over here, and then it looks like he got up and walked this direction. And then at this point he saw something because he started running and going that way. And I was like, what? And, like, everything he said was stuff the guy had been doing earlier. It was just really impressive, and that was something that I was reminded of in the last mission in this game. Imaginary fireworks. Indoor fireworks, perhaps? I believe that's something that Leslie Knope tries to get together for Ann Perkins. Indoor fireworks. I'll bet there's some kind of, like, streaming fireworks thing that's going on tomorrow. I'm on board, though. Oh, that's right.
Been fixing to trap a cougar I've seen prowling about. The beast has snapped 2 of my snares already. From what I've seen, its fur is white, mad as it sounds. Its hide would be worth a fortune to the right person.
I have never seen a cougar like that. I would like to help you.
I'll follow you then. Stay quiet.
All right. Basically what I'm learning in this game is that this homestead is filled with animals that want to kill us.
Australia. Australia.
I did. You don't need to keep asking every 10 seconds. Here we go.
The size of those claw marks. Better shoot true.
Oh, there we go.
Fresh meat. Seen this before. Looks fresh. He's close. There he goes. Give another chance at it. Come on, Connor. We won't see him again after this. This is our only shot. Hurry up.
Go, go, go. Go, Connor. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I remember this mission a little bit, but not too much.
You must be here for my new friend. I was dumping a load and she went straight in. Lucky I wasn't in there.
Very. What are you thinking, Marie?
Flush and fire. Norris can back off. One of us goes in there to draw him out, and the other waits out here to shoot.
I will go in.
All right. Let's just walk into the totally, like, pitch black mine.
Nice shot.
Thank you, Mary.
Huh. Nice. Taking care of the homestead. Alright, I think... Oh goodness, we are way back over there. Alright, we are going to... head down there. And do that, and then it is off to the next actual story mission. So I do remember, I think 1/4 of July, I actually got really lucky when I was working on the ambulance, and I didn't generally work a whole lot of holidays, just by chance, because normally you work a lot of holidays, and I did work a few, and I remember distinctly working one, I believe it was 4th of July, because our ambulance bay was in a slightly less safe part of the city. And so driving home after my shift, it was like 10 at night, I was just watching fireworks on both sides of the freeway as I was driving home. It was a really weird experience. Ooh, burglar on the homestead. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, one of these guys. Darn straight. Here we go.
What's the trouble, Connor? So you'd get past chasing a man.
He was trying to rob your home. It has been dealt with.
It has been dealt with.
Women, is everyone all right? You should have been there. What? I told you to head back. I didn't need you.
Since when is a skinny runt like you safe out the bush alone?
If Diana's there,
Oh, goodness. Those two. Oh, friends. Sweet. Now if I can just figure out how to get the trading system to work, all of this will be very good. It's funny how the different like monetary systems work in different games. Right now I have nearly 18k in this game, and I'm pretty happy about that. Meanwhile, one more of these. All right. Meanwhile, in Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I believe we now have 80 million, or something like that.
I think like 84.
Yeah, 84 million, and I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Maybe we'll finally be able to afford a home. Oh, those two. Okay. Show me where. Go.
You need some sense knocked into you.
Oh, I see. So this is a situation where they did not really explain how the this system works.
I'm gonna smash you, you looby.
So it took a minute. Okay, there we go. We're no, 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 no. Stop fighting. Uh-oh.
Set you straight. I'm gonna smash you, you looby.
Get back here. Come on. I think I'm doing this right. I hope I'm doing this right.
Come on! Scapegrace!
Oh, God. Come on. Which one's Terry and which one's Godfrey? I can never remember. Oh, friends.
You need some sense knocked into you!
Okay. Nope.
You need some sense knocked into you!
I'm gonna smash you, you looby!
There we go.
Come on! Scapegrace! Come on! Scapegrace!
Okay. Okay. We're all friends here, right? There we go. Oh, woof. I don't also remember the episode of The Office where Holly comes back and is talking to Jim and Dwight, and she's like, I don't know what happened to you. Last time I was here, you two were best friends. And they're both like,
Were we though?
Or we were mortal enemies, I don't know. One or the other.
Right? There's no need for this.
Yeah, he's a blockhead.
He'll pull off in a spell. Just need some time is all.
Oh, come on. There we go.
You're not angry, Godfrey?
Me? Not at all. Terry's just got himself a temper, and I won't let him get away with it. It's really no trouble. He'll calm down. Run too much damage anyway.
Does this happen often?
Ah, I was just telling Lance how I can set my calendar by these events. It's really not a worry, Connor. But I appreciate your concern.
All right. So I think I've mentioned this before. I keep being reminded of it because these guys are they work in the lumber mill here on the homestead. And it always reminds me of Nick Offerman, who plays Ron Swanson, right? That's right, I'm supposed to get points for, like, observing these people. But it's funny because in the show Parks and Rec, anytime you see Ron Swanson go to his wood shop, that's Nick Offerman's actual wood shop in Los Angeles. And I saw an interview with him a few weeks ago where he takes you on a tour. He's got a nice setup. And actually, something that I really liked, whoops, come on, there we go, is that in his wood shop because Nick Offerman, much like myself, got his start in carpentry as a scenic carpenter for theaters. He set up his wood shop as a theater professional would set up their wood shop, not as like your standard carpenter would set up theirs. And so I saw like little things where I'm like, oh, that's totally like the shops that I've worked in. We had it set up that way. I didn't realize that was theater specific, but apparently it is. Alright, let's head to that main mission. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Nice. Alright, and there's a feather on the way, which is kind of perfect. Why waste time? Oh, although let's not fall off the cliff to our deaths. I guess one of the nice things about this particular Assassin's Creed game is the buildings tend to be a little shorter, so it is less likely, although we haven't gotten to New York yet. New York happens later in this game. But it is less likely that I will fall to my deaths off of fall to my death off of buildings. Not that it doesn't happen, mind you, but I'll take less likely. Goodness. Alright, that is where I need to go. Trying to find the safest way over there. That worked. Hey, I didn't even get hurt. What a lovely surprise. Nice. That... Oh goodness, that was close. That feather was set to be in a very obnoxious place, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to get it at this point. Sweet. Although it does look like I'm swimming toward a bear, so we'll have to be careful. Two bears. Perfect. So there is a Wikipedia entry online for Wojtek the bear.
Oh. Tell me about him.
What was that?
Was he a member of like the Polish army or something?
Yes. Yeah. So Wojtek the bear, it was, I believe in World War II, a member of the Polish army. They found this bear one day, the Polish army, and so they decided to see how well they could train him, and they actually, there's one unit in Poland's army that their like patch, their symbol is a bear, because they took in this bear and taught it how to like load ammo crates into the truck or something, or like move them more efficiently, because normally it took like two guys a lot of time to move an ammo crate, and this bear would just pick it up and move it, and so they taught him that, and then they apparently fed him beer and cigarettes. So, you know, that's fun. But you can look it up online. It's a crazy story. Reach Johnson undetected. Okay. Wojtek, by the way, is spelled, I think, Wojtec or K. I don't remember. But it is not spelled in a way that you might think it is spelled. So if you choose to look up Wojtek the bear, just be aware of that. Okay. I remember That's crazy, right? They apparently, that's right, that was the other part of the story. They eventually, after World War II ended, the unit was like, all right, well, it's time to get rid of our bear. So they gave him to a zoo so that he would have like a nice, comfortable living. This was after zoos started cleaning up their act a little bit. But apparently the zoo had a problem with some of Wojtek's old like squad mates coming by and grabbing bottles of beer and cigarettes and throwing them up over his enclosure fence, because he would actually, while he was in the military, he learned how to drink and smoke cigarettes. So they would throw him cigarettes and he would pop them open and start smoking in his enclosure.
Which is actually pretty messed up.
It is, absolutely. Alright, I was trying to go the long way around because I'm supposed to stay undetected while I try and sneak up on this dude. And, so, when I think of the secondary constraints in this game, this is actually the mission that I think of. It took me so long the first time around to find out how to sneak across undetected, and I'm a little bit worried about it right now, so we're going to do our best and see what happens. I distinctly remember like trying to climb these cliffs and get to where I wanted to go. Alright, so... Oh, darn it, I always forget which button to push. There we go, reach Johnson undetected. That's the only thing. So I can still kill the other guard members if I need to. I just can't let them know that I'm here. Hey, friends. Oh, okay. I was hoping, because I'm, like, on the opposite side of the mission now, I was hoping there would be fewer guards. But it looks like that might not be the case.
I only wish to say, there are those who will betray and manipulate you. Or worse yet, take the land by force. Peace.
There we go.
Have I not always been an advocate? Have I not always sought to protect you from harm?
I don't like this guy.
You wish to protect us and give us arms, muskets and horses that we might defend ourselves.
War is not the answer.
We remember, Stanwix. We remember you moved the borders. Even today your men dig up the land, showing no regard for those who live upon it. Your words are honeyed but false. We are not here to negotiate, nor to sell. We are here to tell you and yours to leave these lands.
So be it. I offered you an olive branch, and you knocked it from my hand. Perhaps you'll respond better to the sword.
Are you threatening us?
Yes.
Boo! Limit Native American casualties and reach Johnson undetected. So I should be able to just... Boop. There we go! I don't want to speak too soon, but we'll talk about my feelings on this mission in a second.
What have you done?
Ensured an end to your schemes. You sought to claim these lands for the Templars.
Aye, that we might protect them. Do you think that good King George lies awake at night? hoping that no harm comes to his native subjects. Are that the people of the city care one whit about them? Oh, sure. The colonists are happy to trade when they need food or shelter, or a bit of extra padding for their armies. But when the walls of the city constrict, when there's crops that need soil, when there's no more enemy to fight, you see how kind the people are then.
The colonists have no quarrel with the Iroquois.
Not yet, but they will. This is the way
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah.
In time, they'll turn. I could have stopped it. I could have saved you all.
You speak of salvation, but you were killing them.
Aye, because they would not listen. And so, it seems, neither will you.
Ayamos na yate agumsare am dahyayum niskana zagum haji.
There we go. Boom. Perform a swan dive to escape. Alright, I can make that happen. Alright, let's see here. At least I can try. Let's... Ow, ow. Okay. Looks like I don't even need to worry about what's going on in the mission anymore. So, I need to find a part of this cliff that borders the water for my glorious swan dive. And I'm gonna guess that is over this way. What was that?
You're gonna want to be sure before you jump.
Yeah, right. Ah, here we go. Swan dive. Splash. Nice. Okay. So the very first time I played this game, I saw those were the special constraints for full synchronization of this mission, and I had a hard time with it. I tried over and over and over, and I tried sneaking, and I tried going more offensive, and I could not seem to do it. And I don't know why
William
this
Johnson
time.
is dead,
Don't get me wrong,
and with
I'm
him,
grateful.
The Templar plot to steal the land of my people.
But I don't know why
What
this
an
time I
enemy
just
this
walked
threat.
around the back
I
and
had
then,
to
like,
leave him.
boom, mission over.
On his body was a letter addressed to John Pitcairn containing orders to root out and destroy Patriot weapons and supplies. Should he succeed in this, the colonists will be unable to maintain their resistance, and the Templars will surely take control. So long as Pitcairn lives, the danger remains. I thought it might bring clarity or instill a sense of accomplishment, but all I feel is regret.
Hold fast to that. Such sacrifices.
Of course, yeah. Of course. Although, you know what? I'm glad that it went this way and not the other way.
But for all the others Johnson would have harmed.
It's a start.
I'm glad I didn't, like, try to do it this time and it take 1,000 times and then, like, log off and first try.
Must be dealt with in turn. Even your father.
I know.
You speak the words, but do you believe them? Seems we've company.
What is it?
What's going on, Achilles?
A request for
Talk to
aid
me.
from Paul Revere. Seems the Redcoats are up to something in Boston. Guess you made an impression on the Sons of Liberty.
They mistake me for one of their own. Please tell Mr. Revere he has my sympathies, but I cannot help at present.
You might wish to reconsider. John Pitcairn is mentioned by name.
Oop, there we
Where
go.
am I to go?
Mr. Revere's house in Boston. If you'd like, I can...
Oh. He seemed like an alright dude. He's just the messenger. No need to shove him aside. Alright, y'all. I think that was the end of sequence 6. Oh, remember that tomahawk I put in this post? How funny. Alright. Anyway, I believe that was the end of Sequence 6, which means we might have access to new clothes! Yes! And, like, weapons and stuff, but also clothes! Let us find out. Alright, downstairs we go. Oh, there it is. Captain of the Aquila's uniform. And traditional colonial assassin outfit. Nice.
What was the O real quick?
What's the what?
Sorry, I missed it. Never mind, it's okay.
It's fine. Captain of the Aquila.
Dang.
Yeah, right? And traditional colonial assassin. I don't think we'll switch to one of those because I'm still liking what we got last time. But look forward to probably next week I'll at some point make that choice. Alright, and it looks like there are some new weapons in here, which is nice. Ah, yes. Duckfoot pistol. Pirate flintlock. Oops. Come on.
Yes. To be in the class.
Oh, sweet. And Scottish flintlock. The pistol is believed to be the very pistol that fired the shot heard around the world of Lexington. This view is highly engravable. Okay, sweet. I'm actually going to equip that because it's better than the one I currently have. So there is... Alright, hold on. Whoops. No. Back out of there, dude. Come on. There we go. Alright, and a pirate boarding axe, but I'm not going to take that because it's better for me to have a sword. There is some way that I believe I am able to craft some new stuff for Connor, which would be awesome. But I have no idea how to do that, and we're like halfway through the game, so it's about time I learned. Let's step outside and see what I can do. Ooh, also, side note. Look at that gorgeous ship. Beautiful. Alright. Logbook inventory. Maybe it's inventory. Alright, trade items. I don't think that's it. Hunting, animus sinking, map. Animus sinking. Map. No. Logbook. Collectibles. Nope. Okay. That's too bad. Huh. Okay, let's hit up this homestead mission then real quick. And let's check this and see. Leave animus quit. Notifications animus. Nope. Okay. Alright, sorry. I'm still trying to figure this out. We'll try for one more thing. And then if it's not there, I'll shut up and start doing missions. I'm getting easily distracted. Enough tea, apparently. There's that book. Crafting. Maybe this is where I... Okay, artisan. There we go. Okay, perhaps not. Nope. Okay. So maybe... Well, I should definitely buy all this. Alright, I'm going to buy all this, and then I'm going to leave, and I'm going to figure out how to actually use this menu more properly. There we go. Okay. Let's head on over to that mission. I remember in Black Flag, which is the next game, which I'm super excited about. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. They have a very extensive crafting system, but it's really simple and easy to use, which I like. And so you can make all sorts of new weapons and like extra holsters because it's piratey times, mid-1700s, so you need multiple holsters if you're gonna have more than one shot, and all sorts of good stuff like that. And new clothes!
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Goodness, I don't know how that works either. Alright. Look into it later. Oh, hey Lance. What up, friends? Room at the inn. Oh, do we get an inn? That'd bring in more money for the homestead. I hope.
Hello, sir. Would you like a draft of ale or some bread and cheese?
Connor, this here is Oliver, and that is Corey. Great people. Ollie, this is Connor, the man I was talking about. The Lord of a Manor.
We were passing through us all and met some of your townsfolk. They were thirsty and we had some arrows with the bank.
I am no lord. These are my friends, not my townsfolk. What brings you to the road with a cart?
Let's not get it twisted, said Gar.
We were innkeepers until the king took our inn for some military such and such, left us out of the round.
Hey, you should settle here. We could use an inn.
Good idea.
Good. But without the inn itself, we don't have much choice. And building one isn't cheap.
We certainly have a need for something of the sort. I will speak with my friends at the mill and see what we can do about building ourselves one. If it can be arranged, would you consider ending your search here?
Of course. We have an inn then.
Help Oliver and Corinne with an investment of £1,000. Yeah, we can make that happen.
Thank you. You won't regret this, Connor. We promise.
It's funny, sometimes with missions like that, games ask for a bunch of money at the beginning of the game. And that takes a little bit longer to procure than it does when you're like this deep into the game. Nice. Well, this building is beautiful. Look at how big that is. Well done, friend. Alright. We are going to... I tell you what, we're going to hurry up and take a look at this story mission. We'll finish that up. If we have time after that, we will take it back to the last homestead mission. I think there's one more, and then I have access to like every aspect of the homestead. And then, maybe when I'm offline, I can watch a video and figure out how to deal with this crafting system. There we go. Alright. I believe I heard something about Paul Revere before this.
Ah, Connor! What a relief. You came. Allow me to introduce you to William Dawes and Robert Newman.
Your letter said John Pitcairn was here.
Aye. He's readying an assault on Lexington, where Adams and Hancock have taken shelter. After that, he will march on Concord, hoping to destroy our weapons and supplies. You must help us.
Only tell me where to find him, and I will put a stop to this.
He has dozens, if not hundreds, of soldiers at his command. You cannot hope to match him by yourself.
I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
But fear not, for you will not have to. We have an entire army of our own, merely awaiting the order to take up arms.
Then you must call upon them.
Indeed. You and I cross the Charles River and rouse the boys. William, I need you to take the overland route and do the same. Robert, I need you up in Christchurch. Light the signal. 2 lanterns, our enemy comes by sea.
Yep. Classic.
No time for dawdling, my friend. We have lives to save. Come on.
So I read somewhere that the true story of Paul Revere's ride is that the reason Paul Revere is famous is that he got caught. Because you just heard him tell another dude to go, and if I remember correctly, the other guy did everything he was trying to do without getting stopped along the way, and the reason we know Paul Revere's name is because he got caught and almost killed.
They've only left a single horse. We'll have to ride together. You take the reins, I'll navigate. Quickly, Connor, get on the horse! I'll guide you towards those we need to alert. Follow my directions, and we'll be done in no time. Excellent! We are right on course!
Great. All of history is a lie. Unfortunately, yes, it turns out that is very much the case. A lot of what we think we know. And then there are things that are just...
Go right, Connor!
Oh, go right, but these guys are... shoot. Then there are things that we just don't realize are untrue or different from what we think. So, like, hold on.
Keep going!
Keep going? Go this way?
To the left, Connor!
Alright, I'm on the left path. It always blows my mind when I think about how, like, Aztec civilization existed well after the founding of, I think it was Oxford College in the United Kingdom. Cleopatra lived closer to today than to the building of the Great Pyramids.
Left!
And Cleopatra lived, I think, well before the last woolly mammoths existed.
Here we are. Best to continue on foot.
But we have this weird, like, can't figure out where to place things. And right now, time has no meaning whatsoever. So, I want to pet the pup. Let me pet the pup. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry I scared you. There it is. Time means nothing. I know. Time...
This is it.
Particularly right now.
Right place.
What is time? Have I been streaming for an hour and 57 minutes, or has it been like 4 days? I don't know.
Let everyone know that the regulars march for Lexington and Concord.
The British are coming!
Back in the saddle, my friend. We have more people to warn.
My recollection is also that they never said the British are coming, because the colonists at the time were British, so,
To the left, Connor!
the regulars are about, I believe, is what the phrase was.
Find
Oh
a
god.
place to hide, Connor.
I'm trying.
Quickly,
I'm trying.
before we're
Go.
spotted.
Go, horse. Go. Speaking of horse, my horse needs a name. I don't have a name for it.
Excellent! We are right on course!
And we already had a horse in the last game, maybe the one before that. I think it was the one before that, named Horsey McHorseface.
Yes, this is exactly where we need to be.
So I feel like maybe that name is already kind of taken.
Yes! This is it! This is the way!
Oh, sweet! Bart? I like it. Bart the horse. Okay. Is that... It reminds me of
Did you hear that?
Black Bart, the
redcoats.
pirate. Alright, question of the day. 24, binged it in one weekend. Started the Friday night after Thanksgiving and finished Sunday by 7 p.m. Well done. I was considering... I always... Back when I still watched 24, which I've not done in a long time. I wanted to have like a 24 marathon. Oh, I got Black Bart stuck. There we go.
Oh, bother. Everything looks the same at night.
But I always kind of like the idea of a 24 marathon where it is 24 hours. Although at this point I feel like I'm too old
Surprise
for
me if
that.
we ran into more trouble. Stay alert. Let us continue the search on.
One of the things that always made me laugh about 24 is Kiefer Sutherland, who plays Jack Bauer, seems to only have 2
This is it. You have got the right place.
volumes. They are yelling and so quiet the microphone can't really pick them up.
Spread the word. The regulars are coming out. At once.
And it was funny because a while after watching 24, I happened to be playing a video game, and it was Call of Duty, and it was a World War II Call of Duty. And one of the voiceovers in the multiplayer part of the game sounded, I was like, that sounds a lot like Jack Bauer, except that it was a World War II wartime game, so he was just yelling the whole time, and I all of a sudden was like, oh, that seems like a much more reasonable,
To the right,
oh,
Connor,
shoot.
To the right.
That seems actually quite reasonable of him right now. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid these patrols. Would you say your family was thoroughly neglected that weekend? Oh,
Oh, bother. Everything looks the same at night.
I did not remember that, so no worries. These things do happen.
Might be safer if we approach the houses on foot.
There we go, this one. Nice.
This is it. You have got the right place.
Oh, come on. There we go. That actually makes me wonder for any of my game-playing audience, what is the fastest you've ever completed a game, start to finish? And what game was it? I'm curious to hear. Uh-oh.
Find a way to get rid of them, Connor.
Let me see here. Okay, so I just have to kind of ride in and see. Reach Prescott's location within.
Find a way to get
Ow,
rid of
what?
them, Connor.
They just shot the horse.
insist on fighting them, Connor? Ensure you win.
Wait. Okay. So I have to... Gotcha. I have to stick with him. That's too bad. I remember showing up to a friend of mine's birthday party, and we decided to play a game. It might have been like the first Halo or something. Back when that was a thing. Remember that game?
No way to get rid of them, Connor.
And I remember we started playing the story campaign.
Find a way to get rid of them, Connor.
At the beginning of the party and finished it by the next morning. And that might be the fastest I ever completed a game.
That was much too close for comfort. Let us take care to avoid any further surprises.
Come on, come on. You can cross. There we go.
To the left, Connor. I'd be
Portal
safer
2.
if we approach the houses on foot.
Oh. Ooh. Please tell me this is it.
This is it. You have
Nice.
got the right place.
Sweet. Portal 2, you stayed up for the release and beat it 18 hours later. Awesome. Portal 2 was a great game. I love that game. Well done. I don't remember how long it took the first
Are
time.
you sure we are in the right place?
Oh, sure, I'm sure.
Oh, goodness.
Prescott?
Evening, gents.
Listen, the regulars are out. You need to rally your men. And, put on some trousers.
At once.
Good heavens. Did you play through the multiplayer part of Portal 2? I remember playing that. I really liked that section, actually. I thought it was really well done.
Welcome to Lexington, Connor. Now let's find Hancock and Adams.
Alright, find Hancock and Adams. I'm trying to remember, there's...
No sign of Dawes. I hope he's all right.
It's complicated but good, absolutely. Well, it changes the whole dynamic when you have a second player, and, like, you need them to help you do stuff. But I love that. I think it's really well done. You know, I love games that, have very limited heads-up displays, and Portal is a classic example, and a perfect example of a game like that. That and Mirror's Edge, which both have similar feels, actually.
Oh,
I
Connor.
like both those games a lot.
Good to see you. You need to leave. The Redcoats are coming. Aye, so William.
I would love to see a co-op Mirror's Edge. That'd be cool.
Conduct their little search. They'll find nothing. You don't understand. Pitcairn intends to kill you.
I'm afraid it's true.
I suppose we have no choice then but to go. What of you three?
Dawes and I will continue on to Concord. Connor, it's best you stay here and help our man John Parker hold the town. It'll give us time to spread the word.
Nice. There's another game that I recommend to everyone because I love it. If you love co-op games, it has no heads-up display, but it's a weird, funky co-op game, and it's called Keep Talking or Everybody Explodes. No, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, I think. But basically, one person is at the computer and is trying to defuse a bomb, and everyone else actually has the bomb defusal manual and isn't allowed to see the screen. So you have to, when you're on the computer, click around and find out information, give it to the other people verbally, and then they look through the manual and try and figure out, and it's needlessly complicated and hilarious. But anyway, all right, there we go. Such a frantic and wonderful game. It's one of my favorites. I love it. You can actually play it online too. You can play it like over Skype or Zoom or whatever. I love it so very much. They have a virtual reality one too, so that when you're the person seeing the bomb, you are in trying to, like, just on your own, you can't see. Anyway,